being here today. As all the coaches have said, it's always a great day to have your signees become official members of your team and to get to talk about them. And in our case, our two young ladies that signed this morning have been committed since August of last year. Have been donning the green and gold for a long time already as juniors and seniors in high school. And it's awesome to get to talk about them finally. Claire Stern is from Maple Grove, tremendous high school program there. They've put out a ton of Division I and Division II basketball players. Really, really good program. Claire's a 6-foot athlete, super versatile young lady, is ready to play defense right now for us. She plays on a team with multiple Division I talented players now and played high-level AAU as well for the Suns. So, Claire's somebody that could come in. I couldn't probably really tell you what position she is right now, but she's extremely coachable, extremely talented, has a great feel for the game. She's going to fit in wherever she needs to fit in, especially earlier in her career to help us. Marisa Frost is from Centennial High School, won sections the last 2 years. She's led her team to some really high-level play at state. Left-handed point guard. It's probably one of my favorite kids I've got to recruit since being a head coach. I love her mentality. She's kind of got that dog in her. She doesn't say 2 words, something we'll have to work on that she knows. She's super quiet, but she's one of those silent assassins that just gets the job done. She played on a really high-level Minnesota Fury AAU team with, I think I counted last year, there was 6 or 7 Power 5 kids on her team. And they were better when she was on the floor than they were without her on the floor. And I know she's going to have a chance to come in pretty early and impact our league. She's going to be pretty dynamic in the Summit League for sure. 2 kids that are regional kids, obviously, 3 hours away is something we've tried to make, concerted effort to recruit that area. I think this year we maybe have 6 Minnesota kids on our roster. You can count Abby Draper now since her family moved here to Fargo. As being real local, with Mariley here from Fargo also, and then adding these 2 next year. Really happy to get the regional talent when they can help us. And both those kids were top 10 players in their class in the state of Minnesota at 6 and 9, I believe, and from Prep Girls Hoops. So really good players. They're going to fit in nicely, great families. Like I said, they've been committed for a long time, so it's fun to get to talk about those 2. Any questions?
How about poaching? I mean, like you said, this has been 15 months. How much were other teams still coming at them?
Yeah, not really. Not just they're just high quality young kids and families, and I knew once they ended up committing just a few days apart in August last year before school even started, and they'd been to campus multiple times. They'd been to campus for camp. They'd been in the fall to our underclassmen day. Everybody talks about relationships, and we were coming off. We hadn't had a good year last year yet before they committed to us, and we were coming off not a great year in our 3rd year. So the relationship part of it, our coaching staff obviously does a really good job with that. Coach Dillon's probably our primary lead in just locating players and finding people, but our entire staff, Jamie and Michaela came in and jumped right on board last summer with these guys as we were recruiting them really hard right before their junior years. And so I think the relationship part of it means more than anything. And quite honestly, with those 2, I was never worried about that.
For the women's game that you mentioned can come in and be impact players. You're saying or can help you right away next season.
Yeah, and these 2 are probably will have a chance. Now, I love our young team. We have some really good players, Dom, and they're going to grow right before our eyes here really quickly in the next couple months. But these 2 are 2 players, we've talked about like Avery Keenan on our team right now who's played small town, not big AAU games. She's getting to the speed of the game and caught up really quickly. These 2 young ladies, Claire and Marissa, have played at about the highest level you can in high school, both for their high school program and on the summer circuit. So, they go out and play against in the summer some of the best players in the country, top 50, top 25 kids, top 100 kids all the time. So I think their, acclimation to college has a chance to be quicker than most. And that's just a product of where they've been playing